Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Studio Series 8622 Brawn. You can see him there in front of the box. Put him off to the side real quick, and yep, that box, I have Brawn there charging into battle, and in 86 and Ellis Brawn, and had Transformers and Generations and Transformers the movie, and Takara Tomy up there, and of course on the top you have Transformers the movie, and on the side you have a close-up of Brawn in Deluxe class. On the side you have Brawn again, and the Autobot symbol, authentic Transformers. On the bottom we have what's manufactured, what's included, and of course some product shots, copyrights, warnings, and yeah, in an effort to protect the crew, Brawn is the first to act when the Decepticons attack the Autobot shuttle, and also the first to die. And speaking of the Autobot shuttle, there's a backdrop, which is, yep, the Autobot shuttle. You know, when the Decepticons blew a hole in it, and then Brawn died. And by being shot in the shoulder. But you can have him there, you know, still alive at this point. But yeah. There you go. That's the backdrop, if you want. And there you go. That's Brawn. Right there. And of course, he also comes with instructions, which are pretty straightforward, because he's not too difficult. There is a couple things which, like, it's easy to understand what to do, but it can be a bit of a pain to actually make the toy do it. So there you go. But yeah. Brawn here, you can see, he is, well, Brawn. He looks great. You can see getting up close. He got his big old dome head, silver face, blue eyes. You know, looks nice. He got his Autobot symbol there. He's got some nice venting detailing and some whatnot, some multi-detailing. Sees bits of silver there on his kneecaps and green on his feet. He got silver on his forearms. He's got his behind the head plate thing, and of course his backpack, which he's supposed to have. So there you go. Holds up real nice, all that stuff. Looks pretty good, in my opinion. There you go. It's a very nice looking Brawn. He's also a very clever toy, in my opinion, as well. Looks great. I think that's supposed to be green right here or whatever, but not a huge deal. He also has a gun. You know, very simple gun, but, well, goes in hand. No problem. So, you know, shoot things. You know, he's not usually doing that. He's usually punching things instead. You can also store this back here on right here if you want. You know, just kind of store it right there on his back if you'd like. So there you go. Looks great, in my opinion. Looks really nice. He's a very good Brawn. Really nice one. Posability, his head is on a swivel, although it's kind of difficult because of the thing behind his head, but yeah, get left and right. And that's pretty much it. He doesn't have a ball joint, which is unusual. Yeah, left and right swivel. And yeah, it's also very tight as well. You can do that. Ball jointed shoulders, so, you know, full 360. You got outward that far. You have a bicep swivel. Elbows can do pretty much a full curl. Wrists cannot swivel because of how they transform. You do have a waist swivel, though. This doesn't really get too in the way. If it does a little bit, but, you know, you can just kind of angle it back a little bit to get it out of the way if you want. Hips can go forward that far, back, well, that far before, again, bang into things. Again, you can do that, but then it looks weird. Also, legs don't bend that way anyway. You have outward, more than full splits. You have a thigh swivel. Knees, just shy of 90 degrees. At the feet, you have ankle tilts that go that far, which is nice. And the toes can go down, and so can the heels, because of transformation. Can't really go up. They might be able to go up, I think, technically a smidge up, but really, you know, but you can use those for whatever. And there you go. Posability, pretty darn decent. Only thing really needs is a head, as a ball jointed head, but other than that, he's pretty solid for a deluxe. Yep, knocked him over. Yeah, yeah, really like him. So, some comparisons real quick. Standing. Great. Some comparisons. Here's the Titans Return Brawn, which, yeah, it's a bit bigger, bit different shades of yellow too, different shades of green even. But yeah, bigger and everything. There you go. Here's with the Origins Bumblebee, because it's, again, I know it's close to the best deluxe-esque Bumblebee I got. Cliff Jumper, again, Earthrise, you know. Again, you can pretend this one's yellow. Kingdom Warpath. Velocitron Cosmos. And Legacy Evolution Beachcomber. I think that's it for the deluxe mini bots for now. That I have anyway. And here he is with Optimus. So there you go. That was Earthrise Optimus. Yeah. There you go. So, transformation. Pretty straightforward, actually. Well, I won't say straightforward. It's actually pretty interesting, some of the things they do. But, anyway. First things first, you actually want to take the chest and panel and that stuff and bring that down. Rotate the head 180 degrees, like so. Take the arms here, the yellow armatures here, and just untab those, bring those down, like that. Untab and bring it down. And take the arms here, rotate them forward, and then take the fists and hinge them back like that. So same thing, rotate like that, 90 degrees, and then swing it back. Swing this panel, there's a panel here, you want to swing that 180 degrees, and this is one thing I'm a little worried about, is this paint getting scraped off over time, because it kind of just barely nicks this stuff, so I don't know how that's going to work, but yeah. Do that, and take this part and also bring it out like this, just to get out of the way, like so. And go ahead and bring this up again, like that. And the arms here, you want to go ahead, and there's a hinge here, you want to bring them back like this, and bring them inward, like so. Same thing. Bring the arm into the body like this, and then they'll tab together at the shoulder and at the forearm. Make sure this is all the way in as well. Shoulder and forearm, like so. They'll tab together like that. Now, the waist here, you want to go ahead and, she's done this beforehand, but yeah, rotate 180. Rotate that around. Should have done this before the arms. So just remember that. Do this before the arms. Although this makes it a little easier. You know, take the feet and close those up like that. And take the inside of the part of the leg and split it out like that. Split it out like this. Now, ostensibly, you're supposed to tab. There's a tab here which is supposed to go in the fist. It doesn't go in super securely. So it's going to probably pop itself loose until you get everything squared away. Which is what you do there is, well, take this hinge and rotate it around, and the foot will go into this little cavity, and there's some tabs and slots and stuff which will go into tabs and slots here. Try to line it up. This is when you probably should go ahead and try to line up and get it all tabbed in right at this point, not beforehand. Yeah, so yeah, bring this around. Try to not tab and those up right there, and then bring this around and yeah, tab that all in, or attempt to. I notice on mine, this particular likes to fight me. This side in particular really likes to fight me about getting everything all lined up. Then you go ahead and bring this down, and this should also tab right in like that. Yeah, I'll tab that in, and then take this piece and bring this around like that hinge. And these little hook tab things will kind of go in there. They don't really hook in. They just kind of, but just tabs in like that. And there you go. There's Brawn in his vehicle mode. Yeah, Brawn here is, well, a little green Land Rover looking thingy. And, you know, you got a big old Autobot symbol there. You got a nice blue windows right there. You got a spare tire up there. You got the silver for the front, you know, nice grille detailing. You know, the wheels have some silver on them as well. You got a little gas can molded in there. You even got a little windshield wiper right there. And right there, too. Yeah, it's good. And it rolls pretty decently. One thing is, I think this wheel doesn't have as... Yeah, this wheel has a little more friction on it. You can also take the gun here and, you know, plug it on the top right there if you want. Pew, 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 pew. There's nowhere else to plug it as far as I can tell. I wish there was, like, you know, there's just enough room here. I wish there was like maybe just something that I could like latch on or something, but unfortunately there's not. Oh well. But you know, it's still, at least you can store it there if you want to. So there you go. Looks good. Looks really nice. It's one of those things where it's like the show's not totally, you know, for whoever from the show, this is not 100% accurate, but close enough. Would be neat though if you had like the drill. I mean, there's a thing right there. You can see those things. There's easily a place where there's just enough space you can have someone, you know, a third party can easily have like a little clip-on drill thing from, you know, like the Ultimate Doom. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. Not going to be a whole lot of, I think, yeah, mostly, yeah, upgrade kits will be probably few and far between for this guy. But, I mean, there's like some gapping, like right there. You can see that, you know, some gaps, but it's in the shadows enough. Like maybe there's like a, you know, if there was like a thing like folded out, like right from here or something, but there isn't, as far as I can tell, right? I hope I didn't like miss something like, oh yeah, it's supposed to. Nope, okay. It's like there's a, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Am I stupid? It almost looks like a thing that folds out. No, okay. I thought for a second that might be a fold out thing or something, you know. No, it's just extra plastic. Oh well. Yeah, you know, something that folds out or something right there to fill the gap, but there is not. Worried for a second, like I just completely missed something. It's like, how did I miss that? No, because there is nothing to miss. Everything's fine. But yeah, it's a good transformation. It's a good solid transformation. It's clever. It's one of the things you look at and it's like, okay, I see what it's doing, but it's pretty cool. You know, I like how the legs do this. This is very similar to the trick that Titan's Return Cup did. I really like that because, you know, the legs just kind of like that and everything. And the head kind of hides. I mean, it's just uses the swivel, but hey, you know, I believe though this doesn't actually tab in until, you know, the legs tab in, but it's good. Beyond that, comparisons. Here's Titan's Return, Brawn, which, yeah, again, the spirit of Brawn, but yeah, it's a very different looking vehicle, and there you go. You know, still the spirit, still a good little toy, so I don't know. But yeah, it's smaller and everything, and well, still has the, hey, Titan's Return. Yeah. There's that. And here's Origins Bumblebee, even though, you know, yeah. There's that, I guess. Here's Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Just pretend that, you know, that's, you know, could also pretend this is a yellow yellow beetle, and it's, you know, you get the same idea for size. There's Kingdom Warpath. Bit bigger. Yeah, Warpath in general is just a bit bigger than all the other mini bots, which makes sense, but yeah, you know, just there, that's a thing to be aware of. Here's Velociton Cosmos. Here's Legacy Evolution Beachcomber. And here's Earthrise Optimus. Which actually, I think these two might actually be vehicle models might be somewhat closer to being in scale. This, you know, assuming this is a somewhat burlier truck, it might be closest to vehicle scale. Brawn here is actually a pretty fun toy. I like him a lot. He's got you know, the robot mode's very accurate, pretty posable. A couple of limitations, but nothing really too serious. The transformation is clever but simple. And he's got a good vehicle mode as well. That's all. The only thing with the vehicle mode maybe is the little gaps right there in the rear fenders might be a little off-putting for some people. Some people might not really be happy about that, but I don't mind it too much because it's so, like, the way it's the gapping, that gap there is like it's kind of in the shadows, so it's like it's harder to see the gap. So it kind of hides itself because of, I guess, you know, physics. So yeah. It's a good, solid toy, you know? And I like him. It's a good Brawn. It's a really nice Brawn. It's kind of a new thing with the mini bots being deluxe. So, yeah, there you go. I say pick him up. So, that's it for this one. He's just good. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social media. It's in the description and at the end of the video. I hope you check out my coffee and my Patreon. And I'll see you next time with another video review.